Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney, and I want to answer a question I got from someone I spoke to on the phone yesterday, and that is, if I get approved for benefits, is Social Security going to send someone, they're going to follow me around, they're going to look to see what I'm doing. They use private investigators like they do in workers' compensation cases. And I will tell you that at this point, the answer is no. I can't guarantee that's always going to be the case, but I've seen nothing to suggest that Social Security is going to use private investigators or in-house investigators to follow people around. Now, what they will do is they will periodically, and again, it depends on the case, but especially for younger claimants, they will periodically send requests to doctors to get updated medical records. And a lot of times you don't even know this is happening. And if they see that there's been a significant improvement, or if they see that there's no treatment at all, they may move as part of a continuing disability review to cut you off. So you need to be very cognizant of this, and after you get approved, you need to continue to go to the doctor to continue to report whatever problems you've got, and don't assume that once you're on disability, you're going to be on disability forever. It doesn't work that way. The other thing you have to be aware of, is, and this is more and more being publicized, is Social Security is asking the general public to report cases of Social Security fraud. There's a lot of discussion in Congress about fraud and abuse and waste, and Social Security disability is one of the targets there. So what can happen is your neighbor may see you doing something. You may be having a good day, or your condition may be a mental health condition, but they may know you're on disability, and they see you taking a 25-pound bag of dog food out of your car. Or they may see you going on a vacation, or they may see you working in your yard. And if they decide to report that to Social Security, that can trigger an investigation where, again, they would request medical records. They may even ask for a hearing on it. So my advice to you, of course, is A, if you're able to go back to work, take advantage of some of Social Security's return to work programs, the trial work period and so forth, ticket to work, and try to get off of Social Security. You're going to make more money and be more rewarded, I think, if you do that. But otherwise, I would tell you, it's nobody's business if you're on disability. You don't need to explain anything to anybody. I wouldn't publicize the fact. But again, go to your doctor and realize that anything you do in the public, if you're, like I said, if you're refereeing basketball games or you're working in your yard, that you may have some neighbor, a nosy neighbor, who makes the decision that you're committing fraud. That could happen. So if that does happen, you need to be prepared for it, to be able to demonstrate that, again, if it's physical, that you were having a good day, but that your medical record is consistent, that you're not, you don't have the capacity to work, or if it's mental health, then of course working in the yard may not have anything to do with anything. But just be aware, those are the sort of things you got to be careful about. And this goes to social media as well. I tell my clients before hearings, stay off of social media, limit what you post, keep it as private as you possibly can. This applies afterwards as well. Again, right now, judges and Social Security are not supposed to be looking at social media posts, but there's no guarantee they don't. So if you have a Facebook page, for example, keep it closed to just your friends, so that you don't show the world that you went on a vacation to Europe and you're skiing and you're doing this and doing that, because that could be used against you, and it may create a misleading picture. So again, I'm not advocating that you get benefits and then commit any fraud. That's absolutely not the case, and I would encourage you to try to work if you can, but realize that a picture can be misleading, and you can find yourself caught up in a lot of mess over something that really shouldn't be, simply because you were not careful and didn't use common sense in keeping your business private and personal to you. So I hope this has been helpful. If you did find it useful, please give it a thumbs up on Facebook, on YouTube, and a like on Facebook, and subscribe to our channels. Any suggestions or questions about future videos, let me know. Happy to try to work them in. For now, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. Thanks a lot.